up, though? It's your girl, She's Too Quiet, and welcome back to the She's Too Quiet podcast. This podcast is for the ones who've been overlooked, underestimated, or simply too quiet for the noise of this world. I'm Tania, a fellow introvert and woman of faith, inviting you to find strength in stillness, clarity in solitude, and purpose in your quiet voice. Every episode, you'll hear reflections, devotions, and quiet confessions that remind you don't have to be loud to be powerful. And if you're listening, you're already a part of the Quiet Power Club, a space where we celebrate gentle strength and the God who meets us in the silence. Let's get into it. What up, though? Happy Friday. It is officially the weekend. I hope your week went well. Mines have gone pretty good. I can't complain. For those of you that are listening to this Friday, it is Juneteenth. So happy Juneteenth to you and yours. For those that don't know, let me give you a little history, just a little bit. So June 19th is a day that commemorates the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. It marks the date in 1865 when Union troops arrived in Galveston, Texas to enforce the Emancipation Proclamation. This brought the news of freedom to the last remaining enslaved people. So if you are free this weekend and don't have any plans, I am sure that your city may have some events going on to celebrate Juneteenth. So go ahead, get out there with your people, be safe, keep your head on a swivel, watch over your surroundings, but indeed celebrate this great day of freedom. So let's get into today's episode. Today's episode is called Brace Yourself for the Impact. Question for you. What if the next big thing God is sending your way is so weighty, so significant, so life-changing that your current mindset can't carry it yet? Think about it. I believe many of us have been praying for an increase while God has been preparing our character to carry it. I want you to get ready. What God is building in you is bigger than what people can currently see. And when the time is right, when He decides the time is right, your impact won't need permission. It'll simply happen. I wanted to bring this episode to you guys today because I feel like a lot of us are preparing something in the background, right? Maybe we are working on a podcast. Maybe we are working on a book. Maybe we are in school. We are on the road to elevation, right? And so I just wanted to let you know that we need to brace ourselves. We need to prepare. We may not really come to know it yet, but I want you to understand that your influence is coming, okay? You will see the lives that you are about to touch. You will begin to see the people that you are now responsible to encourage and lead. You're about to hit your purpose, okay? Whatever that may be. And so I think it's imperative right now that you brace yourself. So I have a quiet confession for you today. Today, my quiet confession is there have been moments where I secretly questioned whether I was enough for what I prayed for. I'd ask God to open all these doors, and then I'd panic when they started opening. Crazy, right? But true, There's times where I've prayed for influence, then I'd shrink back whenever people started noticing me. I realized I wasn't afraid of failure. I was afraid of becoming the person God said I could be. Sometimes we become so comfortable with surviving that success feels unfamiliar. But God doesn't call us according to our comfort. He calls us according to His purpose. So I know you're probably asking, she's too quiet. We need a scripture. Hold on, I got you. 1 John chapter 3, verse 1 through 2. It says, Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of God. Therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew Him not. Beloved, now are we the sons of God, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. In the scripture, if you look back, okay, you'll notice the verse doesn't say, you'll become God's child after you accomplish something. It simply says, now we are children of God. That statement shows us something very important. Identity comes before assignment. The world may not understand who you are today, but let me tell you, they will. And forget the world. You may not understand who you are today, but surely soon enough in time you will. Like John says, it does not yet appear what we shall be. That means you may not have every answer. You may not be able to see the full picture, but rest assured, God already does. So, one thing I've noticed throughout scripture is that God rarely reveals the full picture all at once, right? It's always little pieces or little breadcrumbs or little glimpses of the future. So, I want you to hold on to this. He prepares people before he positions them. Before Esther ever stood before the king, she spent months being prepared. It probably felt slow. Her preparation probably felt unnecessary. But preparation wasn't punishment, it was protection. Maybe if she entered the palace too early, she may not have survived the assignment. Esther had preparation. Joseph had the pit. Y'all remember Joseph? His mean brothers were jealous, were a little jelly, threw him in the pit, took his coat, and in the end, he got the last laugh. Paul, he had years of growth after his encounter with Christ. He went from being a Christian slayer to a Christian himself. These are all different stories, but the principle is the same. God develops people in private before he uses them in public. So, in today's episode, I want you to have a few practical tips as you prepare for your impact. Number 1, stay available. Sometimes availability matters more than ability. Number 2, heal before you lead. Unhealed people will have a tendency to bleed on people they were assigned to bless. So what does that mean? That means go to counseling, work that stuff out, okay? Forgive, and let God restore your heart. Number 3, develop discipline. Impactful people aren't always gifted. They're oftentimes dependable. Sometimes impactful people aren't remembered because they have all this talent. Sometimes they're remembered because they're simply faithful. So what does that mean for you? If you say you're going to wake up, wake up. If you say you're going to start something, finish it. If you say you're going to commit to something, honor those commitments. Number 4, learn communication. I'm sorry to bust your bubble, quiet people, but you can learn to communicate well, okay? How do you do that? Write some more. Speak. Listen. Maybe not in a large crowd, but maybe in smaller groups. Ask thoughtful questions. Number 5, build your private life. What does that mean? That means pray in private, read scripture in private, worship when nobody's watching. Public impact grows from private intimacy with God. So while you're waiting, don't focus on the impact. Focus on bracing yourself and preparing. When God releases what he's been building up for you, you won't have to force influence. You won't have to chase validation or convince people of your worth. You'll simply be ready. Before I go, I have a journal prompt for you, and I want you to think about this. If you have some time on your free time to actually journal, please take this question into consideration. So, if God answered every prayer today, would your character be able to handle it? Deep, right? If God answered your prayers and gave you that dream job, how would your character act? Okay. Would it be pleasing? Will it be in humility? Would you thank God first? stuff to think about. Anywho, thank you for spending a few quiet moments with me today. If this episode spoke to you, make sure you follow me on social media. Make sure you're subscribed and stay connected. We are on our road to 200 subscribers on YouTube. Please share this podcast, encourage others to subscribe. I appreciate your support. You can find She's Too Quiet wherever podcasts are available. And we do have a website if you would love to visit my website. It's called quietpowerclub.card. That's CARRD.co. CO. It will be in the description of this podcast if you'd like to just click on it. You can also find Quietly Becoming, a 7-day digital hyperlink journal to help quiet minds learn to stay grounded. This is on Etsy. You can find it on the website as well. The price has dropped to a low price of $5. Again, I appreciate your support. I hope you enjoy the journal. If you decide to go and cop that, let me know how you like it. There's links to other podcast episodes, song recommendations, all that jazz, okay? So enjoy your Juneteenth weekend. As always, don't forget to do 2 things. That's love God and love people. This is for the soft-spoken and deeply felt. Until next time, deuces.